everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as my first video back from my hiatus, I totally butchered that, from rewind. Anyway, so this is my first video back from my hiatus, and I'm truly excited that it's going to be this video. So this video I have been sort of planning on making for months now, months and months. I saw that Lisa Frank was pairing with Glamour Cosmetics to make their own cosmetic line. Now, my childhood was dominated by Lisa Frank. I hope you are all familiar with her. She's the one with the neon rainbow colors and the unicorns and the kittens and all sorts of stuff. If you do not know Lisa Frank, you definitely need to go and Google her. It just dominated everything. Like, everyone had that Lisa Frank kitten folder in grade school, or the binders, the pencils, like everything was Lisa Frank. It was a really big deal back when I was a kid, and then somewhere around, I think, middle school or high school, just stopped seeing it. I actually think they got discontinued for a while. I'm not really certain on that, but I just stopped seeing it. My niece, who is now, oh gosh, she's a teenager now, but when she was younger, I asked her about it. She'd never heard of it. It was crazy. So I just assumed that they stopped making Lisa Frank. I bet if you're not familiar with Lisa Frank, you know of Ed Hardy. Ed Hardy looks like the boy version of Lisa Frank, just saying. Anyway, so moving on. So I saw that they were doing this on Kickstarter. So in the last day or two, I just happened to catch this campaign, and I donated the highest amount that I could to get the most perks possible. And then I waited. They were supposed to ship all of this makeup they're making in September. And I mean, we have Trapper Keeper palettes, which is a total throwback to my childhood. The Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper. And a bronzer and eyeshadow and brushes and nail polish, all sorts of stuff. But the company got a lot of hang-ups in developing the formulas, choosing the colors, getting the packaging to work, because no one's ever made a Trapper Keeper eyeshadow, or so they say. So luckily they've been keeping all of us backers informed along the way, and we've been able to vote for a lot of the different products and colors coming out, which has been super exciting. So I guess to kind of appease some people, because there's been a lot of people really upset about it, about how long this is taking, because again, it was supposed to ship in September. Here we are at the end of November and nothing. But they went ahead and shipped out a couple of the freebies we got for backing them. One is a bronzer, one is an eyeshadow, and one was supposed to be a digital wallpaper for your computer. Unfortunately, they had some issues with the digital wallpaper, and it didn't get made. So instead, they found a bunch of Lisa Frank vintage postcards. I don't know when this is made. There's no copyright, but the back of it is nice and yellowed, so you can tell it's old. And I mean, this could be from the 90s. There's a stamp for a QR code on the back, so I don't know, maybe 2000s. I'm super excited for this because I swear I had postcards very similar to this growing up. I never sent them, ever. I got this little Lisa Frank stationery box, and it came with pens and pencils. It came with really pretty tape, which I never used, and it came with postcards and stationery and like envelopes. And I did use the stationery, which was scented, by the way, and I used most of the other things, but I knew I could never get any of that tape back, so I never used it. And I knew once I sent the postcards, they'd be gone, so I never sent the postcards. Lord knows what happened to that. I have no idea, but I'm just super excited to get this because of how protective I was as a child with my postcards. Anyway, so out of the several hundred of these they were sending out, I actually don't know how many backers there were, but every backer got one of these, and a select 25 of them got a personally signed postcard. And I just grabbed this from the mailbox yesterday, opened it up. Why, hello, Avalon. Sorry, my cat is coming back to me. Opened it up, and sure enough, I was one of the lucky 25 to get a personally signed postcard from Lisa Frank herself. It says, "Lots of love, XOXO, Lisa Frank." Seriously, I'm totally geeking out over this. My husband thinks I'm absolutely ridiculous because it's a signed postcard by Lisa Frank. He in his mind, who cares? But for me, this is amazing. This is like the epitome of my childhood, because I always want to know, who was Lisa Frank? Is it a real person? I don't know. And here is her signature right here. How amazing is that on this beautiful, beautiful Lisa Frank postcard? And here's the kittens I'm talking about, the unicorn, Marky, I believe is his name. Super adorable. Hi, sweetie pie. Sorry, super adorable. Super excited to be one of only 25. And what was pretty awesome is that they didn't actually put this together themselves, like select who won it. It was actually the distributor, so it was completely random. I honestly didn't think I even had a chance when they said they were going to put those out, because I never received a shipping notification. Like, oh, everything's shipped. I didn't receive anything. And then the day after they said all packages have finally been shipped, I got a notification saying that I have a package on the way. I was like, well, I'm one of the last ones to get their package. There's no way they have any of these left. Well, sure enough, yay! I'm so excited. Anyway, all right, so moving on. The preliminary package they sent came with an eyeshadow and a bronzer, as well as this, which came lovingly tied in this cute little fishnet ribbon. My goodness. Okay, I think I'm being trolled by my own cats. Okay, so we have the Lisa Frank bronzer here in the shade Bitten and Bronzed, which is a matte bronzer, and then we have the shade Picnic in the eyeshadow. Now, I'm not doing a first impressions with these because I'm already wearing the eyeshadow, as you can, if you can see it all. It's a very nude sort of shimmer color. It's actually very flattering, very pretty. I can see this working on a lot of skin tones. It's just, it has a little pink to it, a little gold. It's just very nude, and the shimmer is not glitter, so there's no glitter fallout, which is quite nice. And I will say though, it's very velvety. Like, I'm not gonna say buttery because it's not buttery. It's not really smooth like butter. It's velvety. It almost feels like it has a kind of that furry feeling. Avalon, what are you doing? Sorry, she's now attacking a toad. All right, so anyway, it has a sort of like furry feeling to it, like velvet has, but it feels nice. It's so unique feeling, in my opinion. I don't think I've felt any eyeshadow that has this sort of texture to it, but it does come off quite nicely. Very, very shimmery. Ignore that noise in the background. It's my cat attacking the carpet now. But you can see it looks really nice. Very, very shimmery. I mean, it's very subtle. I applied it with a brush and it goes on very light, but the shimmer is still there. And to get a little more color out of it, I did use my finger. I thought that was definitely worked better for application purposes, but it's nice. I mean, I really actually like the shadow. It's a great nude look. I will say I was a little disappointed in the packaging. So I have seen this picture a few times through their updates, but I didn't realize that there was no mirror inside, and it felt like that was a little weird to have a compact with a lid and no mirror. Even most eyeshadow singles, I feel, come with that mirror. So I was a little disappointed at that. I know, like I said, I've seen this packaging, but for some reason when I got this box, I expected it to be bright like the box. So in the end, I wound up being just slightly disappointed in the packaging as well, which is really a shame, but I will say the product is fabulous. Now, I did hear that these are no longer exclusives. I hear perhaps that this one wound up being in an Ipsy bag not too long ago, as well as being released in stores. I believe you can pick it up at Hot Topic. I don't know the price point. If I find it, I'll throw it down in the description box, but I don't know it offhand. So they're not exclusive. Now, there are a lot of things in the Kickstarter kit that's supposed to be exclusive, but we'll see. You know, if you can make money, you can make money. Anyway, so here's the bronzer. Now, I haven't actually used this bronzer yet. You can see it's in the exact same packaging. Oh, I guess I should have taken it out. Sorry, I really like the boxes. I'm not going to throw those away. But it's in pretty much the same sort of packaging as the eyeshadow. I have this upside down. Just you have the cheetah print versus the hearts. Again, not a big fan. I feel like I'm going to mix these up as eyeshadows. Like, when I go to reach for the bronzer, I'm going to grab one and not be able to tell the difference. But this is what the bronzer looks like. Now, I have swatched it, as you can see my finger through it. I have not worn it. It just feels really dark for me. They said that this would be a bronzer that would work for all skin types, but I'm very fair. I'd be careful with my bronzers. Well, I mean, it goes on pretty light. That was me rubbing my finger. I mean, see, it goes on pretty light, so maybe. Honestly, I have yet to figure out quite what to do with a bronzer, so I don't really wear them. I think the last person I talked to said put it right here. So you know what? We can go ahead and try this out now. Put a little bit on there. Oh yeah, see, I feel like that's too dark. Is that just me? I don't know. See, I'm not a big fan of bronzers because I feel like they make my face look dirty. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I never learned to properly apply a bronzer. Actually, I know I never learned to properly apply a bronzer. Actually, I remember when bronzers were first a thing back in the day. I took a class with Lancome and like at the mall or whatever, and they were bright and kind of glittery, and you always put them where the sun kissed your skin. So you put one here and here and here and make it look like you're a little more tanned than normal. Now I know people using the contour, and the last class I took, which was at Sephora, they had us put them under our cheekbones, which is why I just did that. But I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily for me. But anyway, so, but it was again just one of those things that they just threw in. I wanted the entire Lisa Frank makeup collection, which is what I'm going to be getting. So I'm not sad about having this. I won't declutter it because I'm a hoarder of things that I geek out over. So it'll probably just stay in its pretty little box, or maybe double as a transition color. I might be able to pull it off as a light eyeliner. I don't know. We'll see. But so these are the Lisa Frank makeup collection pieces that we have released so far. Super excited. If you guys can pick up the eyeshadow, I do recommend it. I can't imagine it being that expensive, but I mean, I'm not sure I'd pay more than $5 for a single eyeshadow just because I feel like it's a single eyeshadow. But nonetheless, sorry, there's some random smoke across the street at a house that's vacant that I think I'm going to go check out in a minute. Anyway, sorry guys, I feel like I should check that out, make sure everything is okay. So I will see you all in my next video. I will be starting up a new series focusing on kind of Groupon goods because there's been a lot of things on there catch my eye lately. So I really look forward to continuing this channel, and I will see you all in my next video. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Totally geek out with me if you know what Lisa Frank is and how amazing this signed postcard is, and I will see you next time. Bye!